we're the Lord's children here, man. And I want to thank my mom. I'm about to get real mad corny with y'all this morning. My mom is like my owl. She's my owl, man. Like, I've always said this, like, she sees through the dark. Like, she sees, like, good in me. Even when I was in a dark season, some real dark seasons, man, like, she was there, she saw light in me, and I just can't thank her enough. Mom, I love you. Yeah, let's give it up for my mom. And I'm just truly honored by you guys for this opportunity, but with no time to waste, let's get into it. You don't have to bow your head, nothing spiritual about anything. We're just going to have a conversation with God real quick. And God, I ask that you'd speak this morning, God. I don't want another moment, God. We don't want just another Sunday service, another church service, God. But we want to leave this place saying that, God, we encountered you. We encountered you. I was proud. I don't even, what does that mean? But, like, there was this one time, man, like me and a bunch of my friends from high school, we were young and dumb. Don't judge me, okay? But we were like the kids from Sandlot. We were trying to sneak into this movie theater, right? And we were on the side of the movie, and Bonnie like trying to sneak in. And can I tell you, from across the lot, I see my mom coming out of nowhere. And what we called back then the Holy Spirit Mobile, which looked a lot like those CIA agent black cars, the Black Denali. And she's approaching, and her head's hanging out the sunroof, and she's going, hoo, hoo, like an owl in the night. She sees everything, man. And she showed up right there on the spot. She goes, Caleb, what are you doing? She knew I was caught. I was caught trying to sneak into this movie. And she goes, what are you doing here? My buddy Cameron, I remember he's wearing a white shirt, hits all four. He's hiding under my Mazda Protege. Just down there, I look at Cameron, and my mom's like, you're caught. And I look at Cameron, and he's down there just praying, just under the car. Like, I was like, dude, man, we're caught, Cam, just come on out. But my mom, I just felt like sharing that story, man, because my mom is one of those people who really just believes in me. But and I'm so thankful for people like that. And I really think that that's what this whole thing is about, is in faith, is having people that will come alongside with you and really believe in you, even if it seems hopeless. Because I'll tell you what, there were some darker times than even just that, sneaking into movies, some real dark seasons in my life. And I'm just so thankful for you guys and for all of you guys. But I want to share a dream I had the other night. I'm not talking about like an MLK dream. I'm talking about like I was sleeping, I had a dream. I really believe that there's three kinds of dreams you can have. And the reason I'm going to go there is I actually believe that a living God can speak through a dream. Yeah. And I believe there's three kinds of dreams you can have. There's one, a God dream, an angelic dream, right? And there's two, a nightmare, a demonic dream, that I believe God will even allow to happen so it can bring something to light in your own conscience, so that you can address it and handle it. And then there's the third, the in-between dreams. There's Taco Bell dreams. Y'all know about Taco Bell dreams. Taco Bell dreams. It's serious, man. It's real. And but I had a dream the other night, and I was in a cabin in these like snowy woods. It was nighttime. I was in a cabin with a bunch of my friends. And man, all of a sudden the door kicks down. And can I tell you, this guy comes in and starts shooting. And I remember thinking the next day, like, who was that guy? He was familiar, but I couldn't put the name to face. And then I realized, oh, that's right. Anybody, how you know, who kicked down my cabin door, come into my cabin and start shooting, well, that's probably the enemy. Hello, that's a nightmare. That's a demonic dream. And I recognized that this was the enemy, an actual, like, Satan, right? Like a Lucifer, like, who came into my dream. And he starts shooting, and can I tell you, I ran out of that place so fast, wasn't trying to fight, didn't see anyone get shot, but I'm running through the woods, and I come to a smaller cabin, and I come in the cabin, and there's my mom just chilling so peacefully. I'm like, Mom, you don't understand, like, everybody is dead. I didn't see anyone get shot, but I was like, everyone is dead, and I'm like trying to get through to her, and I was like, she's so calm, just freaking weird, like, dude, Mom, like, everyone's dead. And I know this sounds morbid, but I really believe God spoke the truth through it. And can I tell you, right then and there, I woke up. I'm in reality now. The last thing that happened in the dream was my mom puts her hand on my shoulder. And now I wake up in reality, and she continues the conversation. She goes, shaking me, are you alive? Are you alive? Caleb, wake up. Are you alive? And I'm telling you, man, I was bothered by that. Like, I'm somebody who, like, believes God could speak through a dream, and it wasn't just a coincidence. I really felt like God was asking me this question from my own life. Am I truly alive? Am I truly thriving? And so I brought it to prayer before I brought it to my mama. And I was just asking God, like, what does this mean? And he's like, Caleb, I love you, and I'm proud of you, but there's these things in your life that you're actually unaware of, that maybe you're just minimizing because you've been so accustomed to, and there's these things in your life that aren't flourishing, they're not thriving, and really they're sleeping, and spiritually speaking at the moment, they're dead. I go, wow, that's heavy. God, like, what do I do about it? And me and my buddy Josh and my boy Jonah were actually having a discussion about this. How can we be aware, and a more aware people of my spirit, like what's actually going on in my soul? And these issues, these things that I've minimized or I'm not even aware of, that aren't thriving, that aren't fully alive. And I really heard God, through us, that conversation, actually share a truth that it's through the people in your life. I really think that one way to receive truth, I hope that you would let God, because he can, man, a living God can speak truth to you if you'll let him. But I really hope that you would let his people, not everyone's opinion, but his people that he's placed in your life, I really hope that you would allow them to speak truth into your life. And the other day I was driving. I love driving, real symbolic thinker. Like, I think it was Vin Diesel who said, I love an open road because I can think about where I've been and where I'm going on this, destination of life. And I know it's impressive. I used a Fast and Furious quote in a sermon. I was just thinking about that, man, and really, like, I like to think about life like this. And my buddy Harrison's driving, right? I'm in shotgun. I'm in the front seat. That's what shotgun is? You guys know. Okay. I'm in the front seat. And he goes to merge, and I see a threat. A blind spot, I see a semi-truck. And I go to yell out. Have you ever been there? You go to yell out in that moment when there's like a threat, and the word doesn't really come to mind. You're just like, Sprah! Schmergens! Like, what? Stop!